I need somebody to help me send this sound around the world. We come to let you know tonight that holiness.
Number one, count your blessings. You ought to count the fact you woke up this morning. You ought to count the fact that you didn't have on no Bible when you woke up. Nobody have to wipe you. Nobody have to remind you where the refrigerator was. Y'all don't know how to be thankful. You ought to just thank because you could blink this morning. Praise God. You ought to just thank God. Your feet moved. I've got some older people say it took me a little longer to get up, but I stood up. I got up. Amen. They that wait upon the Lord, their strength shall be renewed. You got to count your blessings. Praise the Lord. But I have a maybe somewhat maybe of a disturbing Thanksgiving message today. You may not shout about it, but God gave it to me, and I've been pondering upon it and praying about it all week on how to deliver this mail that God has for you. And he told me that you got to learn how to thank God. And I'm afraid to tell you, but let's read it and see if you can grasp what number 2 is. You got to, number 1, count your blessings, but number 2. Here in Numbers 11, 10 and 11, if you don't have a Bible, it's down your screen. It says, then Moses heard. Moses heard. He heard the people of families. They were weeping at the entrance of their tents. And the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly. And Moses also was displeased. Moses said unto the Lord, wherefore hast thou afflicted me, God? Look at verse 9. I'm upset, God. This burden I'm carrying is too heavy. How you got you more in a jam like this? Y'all ain't gonna say that. And wherefore have I not? Look. We think that it's a curse. My God. When things are heavy and we're overwhelmed in life. I'm gonna help y'all this morning. And so we start to argue with God. Now, Lord, haven't I found favor in thy sight that you layest the burden of all these people upon me? Or you wait till you see, just paint your neighbor real good, hit the wig off of them and tell them, neighbor, carry your burdens. Oh, I know you don't like it. Not only count your blessings, but you got to be thankful and carry your burdens. Say that with me. Carry your burdens. Lay your hand on your bosom. Say it again. Carry my burdens. And over to the neighbor on your left and right. Say, neighbor, I know you got yours. I sure got mine. Praise the Lord. May God give us strength and may His word be a blessing to us today. In life, how many can testify that life oftentimes is overwhelming? Yes, sir. Life can be overwhelming. From personal frustration to political fraud, life is full of burdens. Burdens of responsibility, burdens of reward, burdens of regret, burdens of reconciling. You're just trying to get things back together. How many know it's a burden? Communications have been broken and you're trying to fix and restore those burdens and bring those things. Burdens of reward, not burdens because you have lack. Sometimes it's a burden when you got too much and ain't nobody else in your family got nothing. Everybody calls you. It's a burden to carry the blessing. You say, God, I know I gave to Uncle Pete yesterday, but Auntie Sue called because Uncle Pete said, Jimmy, help me. Y'all ain't gonna say amen. But these are burdens of responsibility. Got to pick the kids up. The kids need this. My wife needs that. The job is asking me to do this. And all of a sudden, responsibility becomes a burden, becomes toxic. And then you have the burden of trying to reach for better. And some of you are trying to do better in life. Do I have any witnesses out there? It's a burden trying to do better. It's a burden trying to do better because you're trying to redeem your old habits. You're trying not to do that no more. You're trying to practice new habits you just don't really know how to do. You're just trying it. Amen. And it's a burden sometimes, saints of God, when you're reaching for better. Somebody holler better. Better is also all over our country. As we got to see in the political area that we've been able to see. This year, 472 women ran for House this year. Did you hear what I told you? 472 women applied to run for House this year. 90% of those women were Democrats. You know why? It's because there's a burden for somebody to stand up to a crazy, deranged president who stands there and feeds into cultural and bias and to get us to look at each other. It used to be when you was in the city, you couldn't wave at people because city folks are stuck up. But at least when you came to the country, white people can wave at black people and everybody would be. When I waved at a man yesterday, he looked at me with a ring in his hand as if to say, y'all ain't gonna say amen. No. Amen. Things are changing, so somebody has to carry the burden of conflict. And so the women, if the men go sit down and men become, come on, look like Hercules but sound like Nancy. Y'all ain't gonna say amen. If the men go sit down, then I believe I've got about 10 black women jump up on your feet and say, we'll answer the bell if we have. Do I have any out there to say, we will run for office and president. We will bring change to our nation. They ran because they did not believe in our country's culture and they do not believe in the discriminatory acts that have enhanced hatred in our country. How in the world can a man walk in a Jewish synagogue, shoot at police, kill 11 people in a Jewish synagogue, and still make it to the cop car? Can't even get a black kid to even just raise his peanuts coming out of a gas station and is shot down like a dog. Y'all help me. Maybe I'm stuck on stupid and there's some things I just don't understand. But can I tell you, saints of God, there are some burdens that must be carried. And saints of God, I got to tell you these things that these ladies stood up, and even though they stand up, saints of God, just like Sister Stacy Abrams down in Georgia, even though you decide to carry the burden, there are some burdens called burdens of history you cannot change. Y'all not gonna say amen. They still count votes. They still down there cheating, still got absentee ballots. Y'all ain't gonna say amen. They lock away 1,500 counting machines so people will get agitated in the line and leave so they don't have to vote. Slap the wig off your neighbor and say that ought to make you mad sometime. But somebody has to stand up and carry. Somebody has to stand up. Come on, touch the neighbor on your right and left. Say, carry the burden. Somebody has to carry the burden. But regardless of how many burdens are being carried, my brothers and sisters, somebody has to carry it. I'll just leave it right there. What do you mean leave it right there? I can't leave it right there because you ain't told me nobody here who's going to pick it up if I lay it down. The saints of God, we have been brainwashed. We have been brainwashed by church and religion to believe that Jesus has taught us to throw all your carries and carry every burden that you have. But can I tell you, brothers and sisters, you may not like it, but Jesus had burdens he had to carry. He couldn't cast them off on nobody. He had to carry them himself. Look at the screen there. St. Luke 23 and verse 30-26 talks about Jesus having some burdens. Read it with me. It says this. And as they led him astray, who was that? That's Jesus. They laid hold of a man. They said, Simon, come here. Jesus has a burden he cannot carry. And the Cyrene coming out of the country, and in him they laid the cross on Simon's back, that he may bear it after Jesus. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? Even when Jesus got weak, he needed somebody to carry his burden. Y'all ain't gonna say amen to this because you think because you don't carry it, then it ought to be left. No, somebody still got to carry the burden. Well, all of us gonna take care of mama. Well, if I ain't coming, tell me when you gonna come take care of mama. Are you gonna use your money? Don't call me, use my mama to take care of me. Y'all ain't gonna say amen. But if you gonna carry the burden, it gotta cost you something out of your pocket. It gotta cost you some time. It gotta cost you some resources. If you're going to carry it, slap your neighbor and say, then carry it, honey. Carry it. Life is burden. Psychologically, we have been somewhat damaged, but there is something in the text that I want you to see, the saints of God. I believe that's going to bless you. Because, watch this, saints of God, the issue is that we count our burdens, we count our blessings from the Lord, but we hate carrying our burdens for his name's sake. And our children, they got it wrong. Some of our children, they just got it wrong. They want success without a shovel. How can you have success without a shovel? Y'all ain't gonna say amen to this. If you think you can have success without picking up a shovel on your own, you a fool. You crazy. Because there's many people who love you, they cannot always dig ditches for you. What does it look like your 60-year-old grandmother is out there with a shovel digging up ditches for you, and here is your crazy 37 watching grandma, her back hurting you, she in there shoveling you. Grandma over a little bit to the left. Y'all ain't gonna say that. Your 70-year-old father is still digging ditches for his 40-year-old son. Oh, sorry, no good for nothing. See, because the burden has to be carried. And what has happened is, in the name of love, we are carrying burdens that are making us sick. They are overwhelming us. And then nobody is going to help you. And watch this. You're crying to God that if he has favored you so much, why is the burden so heavy? I'm going to help you today. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you today. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you today. I'm going to help you. And saints, the burdens that come sometimes come from people that you love. Y'all not going to say amen. And the weight that they have many times, somebody would testify and would say, Pastor, sometimes the weight seems unbearable. And when God tries to relieve us of our burdens and relieve us of the weight, can I tell you, we are just like Mo in the text. Mo, God says he was going to remove the burden, Sister Phoebe. He told him, Mo, I don't want you to jam like this. These folks are disrespectful. These folks are dishonorable. Let me kill them. Y'all ain't gonna say amen? Because what do you tell God when he's trying to deliver you from your burdens? What do you tell God when he's trying to remove the weight from your life? You don't tell God, God, do whatever you got to do to make me healthy. No, what we do, we love. We have crazy love. We love. We still love. So Mo, when God says, I'll kill him and relieve you of the burden, you know what Moses did? Moses got in the flow and cried to God, Lord, please don't kill him. Please let him hang around. Please don't take him out. God said, you sure? I know how heavy they are to you. They bastards. They lie. They crook. They want to go back to Egypt and eat hog maws and frogs. Y'all ain't gonna say, man. They want to eat chitterlings. They don't want to eat manna. They don't want to eat any better. They don't want to live any better. They want to live upon the Pharaoh oppressed. But at least in their oppression, they can trust Pharaoh to supply for them rather than they trust me. And he says to Moses, Moses, just let me out. And Moses said, no, Lord. Don't do it to him. I love him too much. I love him too much. Don't that sound like you? You ask God for help. You pray for God to help you. And at the same time, you're praying to God on the next day for God to spare the thing that's causing you pain. Oh, you crazy. We're confused people. We cry for help. And at the same time, we add more burdens to us. God, I want to be debt free. You get debt free, then you go buy a car, my God, that burns you to have to work overtime, and God just delivered you from being debt free. Y'all not going to say amen to this. Come on, touch them and say, are you as crazy as I am? There's some crazy people in here, and I'm one of the ones. I'll testify that the things that you ask God for, you're hypocritical, not to thank God for the burdens that you carry when you ask God for mercy to carry them. And my brothers and sisters, this is what Moses does. He begs God for mercy. And we beg God, take them away, Lord. Take these burdens away. Too heavy, Lord. And then on the other hand, we beg God to get away. And God to get out of the way. And it works on the other side. We beg God to get out of stuff. And at the same time, as soon as you beg God to get out of stuff, you have to deal with the burden of loneliness. To deal with the burden of idleness. And so now you have to carry a different set of burdens. Now you're mad. You're upset with God. You don't know what to do with God. Why? Because I didn't understand that it don't matter whether I'm in it. It don't matter whether I'm going through it. It don't matter if I'm coming out of it. I'm not going to say amen. I still have to carry some burdens. And some of you in here, saints of God, you may be going through something. You may just got in something, and some of you just come out of something. But can I tell you, scoot up close, honey. It don't matter whether you're going in, it don't matter whether you're going through, and it don't matter whether you're coming out. All of us still got to carry some burden. Remember paying a car, my little favorite Honda, I had to pay that car. I was happy, but I ain't got no car, no, praise God. I was shouting, oh Lord, I got to stop and thank you that my Honda paid off. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Driving down Colonel Glenn and some Negro comes swerving out. He didn't miss the light. Y'all ain't gonna say amen. And run and hit my car. My God. And the damages to my, some church neighbors say, paid for. Now, God, the damages to it cost more money. Y'all, they told me when they looked at my Honda, you know what they told me? They said, this Honda ain't bit more worth of fixing than you. Y'all, so I had to go ahead and get something new. Now, y'all don't know how bad it is. When you get rid of a burden, and then it seems like soon as you get rid of a burden, it seems like another burden jumps up on the somebody holler, I know he's right about it. Who's to be blamed for the heavy weights that you carry? Who is to be blamed for the heavy weights that I carry? Who is to be blamed? Moses says, God, this is on you. And if you loved me, you would not let me go through this. Numbers 11, he kind of talks about it. Watch this. Moses is so intoxicated with being in love with his burdens that he offers God a deal. He says this, I'd rather you kill me. Scoot up close. Some of you are suffering from that today. You have some burdens that you carry from other people in your life. You love them so much you're willing to commit your own suicide than to see them carry their own burdens. Scoot up close. I'm going to help you before you leave today, because you need to learn you still got to thank God for carrying burdens. You say, Pastor, that's crazy. Why would I thank God? Because you prayed and interceded. And some folks, you know, whether they're your kids, your relatives, they could not make it without your help. And when you get out dishwashing liquid to wash your hands, something in the back of your mind says this, well, who in the hell is going to carry that burden? Y'all ain't going to say amen. I know that upset some of you, but I got to tell you, when frustration takes over your heart and manipulates your mind, okay, you don't believe it. Let's deal with it in an intellectual manner. Are you ready? Let's look at the text so that you can see the psychological dilemma Moses is in. And hopefully when I get through explaining how Mo feels, you too will stand up and say the very same thing I just said. Because you want to find out that love has an ability to make us all blind. Let's look at this. In our text, it opens with this complex that many of us don't do well with. It's the difference of the feeling of you being displeased with people versus their displeasure of you. Say that with me there on your screen. The difference between what? Your displeasure with others versus what? Their displeasure of you. Did you see that? Mo has a burden for these people. Even when they are displeasing to himself and they are displeasing to God. See, when you are displeased with people, does not make it difficult for us to still love them. I'm going to take my time. Though people are displeasing to you, it still doesn't stop you from loving them. And some of y'all say, yes it do. You lied. If your trifling daughter went out, you told her not to go out there, crazy boy, and she brought 3 babies, got 3 babies out there, and come home and knock on your door. After you get through fussing, you gonna tell her, come on, bring it. You'll go washing up. Y'all see, you see what I'm telling you? Now you already told her what not to do, but as soon as she knocked on the door, you fuss at the door. Now I told you not to come in and out. I knew you was gonna do it. I knew you was gonna break my heart. Then if you get through doing this, go on there and put that water on these babies need to eat, get some macaroni and cheese and put some babies on. And then you got a plan when they come in the house. Them two gonna sleep together in our bedroom back there in the back. And what's your name, baby? You gonna send them back there, and you sleeping there, and I think we all be okay now. You already got a plan and you get through what? I give you 2 months to get on your feet, I pay the bills and everything, but you got to pay something in my house. Do y'all see this? Because when people are displeasing to you, you still juggle them. You want to know why? For 3 reasons. And this is something to teach you psychologically why you're like this. Number 1 is because, watch this, it's a choice. And people are empowered when they have choice. When it's your choice, say this with me, choice gives me control. Now, how many of y'all like to be in control? All right. Y'all lying. Because, see, it's a control thing. You know, I can control it because she's coming in my house. She's sleeping in my bed. Y'all with me? I still can control it. I can control how much I think I'm going to take. I can control it. I can control. And as long as I can control it, I can tolerate it. See, because that's what happens when you have choice. Choice gives you control. And when you're displeased with others, you still can love them. Let me show you, because, watch this. Well, Pastor, why we like this? Because God made us in His image and His likeness. God is the very same way with you. Don't you know God should have killed half of us this week? Y'all sitting there looking like you don't owe no praise. Some of y'all ain't clapped since you've been here. And if you have thought about, y'all ain't going to say, man, your crazy self lying. You ain't done half of the stuff you told God you was going to do. And He still let you live. Amen. Lean over to the neighbor on your right and say, you cute, honey, but you cut up too with your ugly face sometimes acting like you might God. Thanking God, you ought to count the blessings of Him not killing you. God scared you half the time with the cops swerving on His face. You y'all panicking, thinking that you so scared of death. Y'all ain't gonna say amen. Mean as a junkyard dog, but soon as the car get in your side, you scared. Somebody holler, it's the child. Romans 5:8. Look there on your screen. It simply tells us, read with me. This is how God is. Read with me. But God commended His love toward us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ. I'm convinced that Christ died for us when we were still enemies to Him, because He was still in control. And when you have choice, it puts you in control. But number 2, not only is it because you have choices, number 2 is because it's your confidence. Notice I did not say faith, because faith is only directed to God. That's right. You can't have faith in people. Because faith, people, watch this, people are mutable. They change. You can only have faith towards something that don't change. So I did not, that's why the scripture does not say, when you get to Hebrews 10:35 and 36, it says, read it with me, it says, cast not away therefore your, y'all see that? Which has what? Great recompense of reward. Stop reading, look at me, let me tell you this. You keep tolerating people because you have this eerie feeling that once they get it together, they're going to come back and say thank you for bearing. Y'all, I'm going to throw this mic in, Sam, but you better say that. Because we believe that they're going to come back and say thank you. We believe that they're going to, when they get on their feet and get successful, that they're going to remember that you bought them a sandwich. They're going to remember you washed their clothes. You're going to remember, and that's what the scripture says. You got confidence and you live with that. You just believe it. If I hang on, I'm going to forgive them. They crazy, but I'm going to forgive them. I know they said that. They hurt my feelings, but I'm going to forgive them, because we believe recompense is coming of reward. But if you don't have recompense, look what the scripture says in verse 36. You better ask God for a need of patience. Do you hear what I'm telling you? I am telling you, people you can do good stuff for will bite you, cuss you, mistreat you before you ever see any good. Like y'all ain't gonna say, man, but I got some parents in here that'll testify and snap 2 fingers and say, I know that. The next verse says, it says, for you have need of patience, that after you have done, look at the trickery, underline that, the will of God. Say that with me, the will of God. So what you do is you say, I'm doing this for God. You trick yourself psychologically to say that I'll tolerate this, I'm putting up with this. It's just like this is domestic violence, right? He slapped me, he hit me, right? He threw hot bricks on me, but that's all right. I still love it, all right? You got to go to work. You got that scar on your eye where he punched you in the face that night, but that's all right. He coming up to the job like he always do. He bring roses to you in front of everybody and say, I love her. You doing that? This Negro is crazy, I'm telling you. But you ain't gonna show out on, because you don't want him showing out up there on your job. It's psychologically things that we do to ourselves that is very debilitating. I wish I had some help in here. We believe if we tolerate it long enough, he gonna change. Everybody in the family, your sister, your mama told you he was great. Your mama get away from him. Your daddy told you, but you still saying, that's all right, Lord gonna deliver him. Lord gonna hit him. No, he's drinking right now, but he gonna be a deacon this time next year. God's gonna do. And you psychologically damage yourself over and over. Am I helping anybody in this house today? Because I'm trying to let you know, see, you got a lot of strength when you are able to have control to handle somebody who is damaged. Every day you wake up, as crazy as now, you get your Lord, you promise. You promise, Lord, you're going to work this out. Lord, you promise you're going to work this out. And you psychologically damage him. And you have this confidence because you have this hope that you believe in that thing's going to happen. But thirdly, not only is it your choice, your confidence, but number three, as long as you can control your tears, it's your cry. As long as you can control. See, crying tricks the psyche. That's your soul, your spirit. And conveys to it that you care. I'm crying because I care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be crying. And I'm crying because I care. And this is why you have, watch this. This is why you have to be careful what you cry about. That's why I don't watch a whole lot of TV. You have to be careful when you're watching TV that you don't hook your emotions to the man breaking in the house of the woman in the middle of the night and you crying because she got killed and stabbed. Crying releases things towards you. If I had time, I would teach you that Job had some things come up in his life because he cared and he cried. Job chapter 3 verse 26 says, the thing that I feared came upon me. He feared it so much that he attracted it to himself. Are y'all walking with me? Go ahead and you got to be careful what you care about. Come on, do me a favor, shake your neighbor's hand on your left. Say, wake up, wake up. I'm tired of you sleeping there. Tell them, be careful. Be careful what you care about. Because caring can be the difference sometimes between death and life. Somebody holler, prove it. Jonathan, y'all remember Jonathan? Jonathan and David were best friends. But Jonathan also was the son of a king. Are y'all walking with me? Jonathan was torn between his love for David and his care for his father. This is powerful revelation. Caring will always supersede love. You had two friends that made you choose between love and caring, you're going to go with the one you care for. That's why some people sit down. Because you couldn't marry the person you love. Y'all ain't going to say that. You married the one you cared for. Y'all, I deal with that later on. See, care makes you like God. See, caring makes you love somebody you already know how they are, they damaged, but that's all right. Hosea still cares for Gopal. He gonna come get her down there in the project. She down there sleeping with Johnny Dale and them. He still cares. Bible says in 1 Samuel 20:42, write this down, read it with me. Jonathan said to David, go in peace. For me and you got great friendship, man, in the name of the Lord, saying, the Lord is witness between you and me and you good, David. And between your descendants and my descendants. Man, you my ace, you my bone. I love you. Next verse, he says this. Then David left. Y'all ain't got Bibles. And Jonathan went back. Next couple of verses, when you read that about Jonathan, he died standing next to his father. Because he cared so much about his dad when he should have left with David. Be careful what you care about. It eventually will cost him his life, what he cared for the most. Why? Because caring releases through responses from your heart And y'all already know when your heart getting something, it don't matter if it makes sense to your mind. Once your heart get into it, y'all ain't gonna say that. Everybody else can tell you you crazy, but you still gonna be there because you didn't let your heart get in. What are the three things it released in my heart? Look at this. It released these three things. You can make a notation. It released empathy. It makes you put yourself in that place. You say stuff like this. You say, well, I know how they feel. Have that ever got into you? I know how they're young. They just need another chance. And it makes you feel attached. Number two, it makes you emotional. Right? When you care about stuff, it affects your attitude. I thought you didn't care about it. I don't care about it. Yeah, you do. You done broke 2 glasses through some chandelier. Y'all ain't gonna say that. You've been cutting up since you got home about this. Now you say, I thought it ain't mean nothing to you. Then you told me it didn't mean nothing to you. It don't mean nothing to me. Yeah, you lied. It did mean something to you because you ain't spoke to me in 2 days. You're attitude now. You emotional. That's what happened. And thirdly, it makes you use your energy. Y'all ain't gonna say amen. Psalm 34:4 says it like this. It says, I cried to the Lord. See, when people cry at you and you care about them, it makes you respond to them. It don't matter if they're crazy. It don't matter if you already know they're going to waste that money you gave them. They're going to waste everything you gave them. Bible says, I cried to the Lord, read with me, and he heard me, and then it moved him to do what? Deliver me from everything that I was afraid of. What did Moses hear? Moses, listen to me, saints, could handle them being displeasing to him. But can I tell you, saints of God, none of us in here can handle when others tell us they are displeasing, we are displeasing to them. I'm cooking for you every day. I'm sacrificing for you every day. You come in the house, and these are the words you say to me. What you do ain't good enough. Dad, something crawls on the inside. Somebody bites the hand. You done sweated, your feet hurt. You done worked 2 jobs. And you get there and you give. They don't say thank you. They don't appreciate nothing that you do. When, watch this, it's okay that they are displeasing to you, but nobody in here can handle. When, watch this, people tell you they are displeasing, that you are displeasing to them. Moses could have handled it as long as he was in control. But when people stand in your face and tell you they are displeased with you, it kills you. It makes you want to go somewhere and die. Are you listening? I know you're not going to shout this morning, but I'm going to heal you psychologically, because some of you have been carrying burdens. You've been crying to God about it. You've been telling him, if you favor me, why am I going through this? Why is this weight so heavy? I am frustrated. I'm doing the best I can. And all I do, I still can't change him. I still can't. And you don't have any patience. And you're going through all of this turmoil in your soul. And you're almost losing hair. Like you get a bump or a keloid on your neck. You're so worried about it. I'm talking about folks can worry you so bad and tell you that they're displeased with you. You don't even want to eat. You losing weight. Well, girl, you look good. Girl, that ain't healthy. Ain't nobody walking losing that weight. That's stress in the house with the Negroes I'm in there with who are ungrateful. Y'all ain't gonna say amen to this. That black folks used to have the strongest hair. If y'all notice, before Jesus, there are more bald-headed sisters than you have ever seen in the history of colored women, because they ain't just losing hair because they're getting old. Come on, help me here. They're losing hair because they're stressed more in this generation than they have ever been before. Moses heard something that hurt him. I don't know if you've ever been there. Well, you heard something from somebody you love that hurt you. I come to get you today. In a moment, you're going to get a chance to come to the altar, because some of you carry that pain and dress it up and make it look good. And you're doing the best you can. You sacrifice. You love. You do everything that you possibly can. And people still have the right he heard public rebuke.
Yes, sir.
It's all right, you come in my office and you tell me, Pastor, I don't think you did much. But what do you do when people go out in public? They have to say it. Notice what the text says when you read it. They just didn't call Mo into the tent. They come to the edge of the tent of the entrance so everybody could hear the displeasure of Moses. Now, it's all right if it was just one person, but what do you do when you're leading 1.8 million people? And the heads of all of those families are standing at the edge of the tent talking about Moses left us all out here to die. Moses that sacrificed. They should have been dead if it wasn't for Moses. They would have died in the wilderness if it wasn't for Moses. Now y'all all out in public talking crazy about me. Y'all, and something crawled in him when he heard that and made him want to die. All the time, I can hear folks saying, all the time, God, I sacrificed for them. I didn't just sacrifice for them, but when they was getting ready to die, Mo would jump in the floor and cry for them. And some of you cry for people in your family. God, just help them. Just give them direction. I know your judgment is against them, but on my behalf, would you do it for me, God? Would you just hold them up while they're going through what they're going through? Lord, would you send somebody to speak to their heart, even though they're hard-hearted? And then all of a sudden, my God, they stand in public when they're in your presence and they have the unmitigated God to tell other folks they are displeased with you. Something crawled up in the heart of Moses and made him want to die because of public rebuke. Has anyone by show of hands ever been there? You've been embarrassed. You've been hurt. You've been talked to in an open public fashion that made something on the inside of you feel like dying. But not only number one, public rebuke, but number two, poisonous rebuttal. Poisonous rebuttal. Poisonous rebuttal. Poisonous is not what people say as much as it is how and when they say it. People sometimes can have some poisonous words. Scripture declares they utter. The word utter means mumbled. Anybody ever had a child who you good to? And they were in the house. Y'all help me on this side. You said, I need y'all to go get the trash. They do it. Won't you be transparent? You sit right there. Won't you get the vote? She said right there. Rolling their eyes, rolling their head, y'all. Because it's poisonous. Poison rebuttal. And you sit there and say, you ingrateful, I sacrifice you, sorry, no child. Y'all hear us say, I'm trying to help somebody here. And the scriptures tells us that their actions were so hurtful that Moses turned to God in anger and asked him, do you care that they treat me like this? And brothers and sisters, I hate to tell you, it's not that God doesn't care. It's that you care so much that you are willing to carry other people's burdens who are trying to put you in the grave. Then you care that God is trying to deliver them from you. As crazy as it sounds, you have to learn how to thank God instead of blaming Him for the burdens that you carry. Do I have any witnesses out there that say no matter how rough it gets and no matter how tough it gets, I know that people, my God, who should heal you sometimes hurt you. I know that people who sometimes should love you sometimes shame you. I know that when you're carrying the burdens of people and you are committed to doing it so much that you're willing to sacrifice your life that they have an opportunity to win in theirs, Moses felt this way. And my brothers and sisters, can I tell you, it's all right to feel like carrying someone else's burdens. Because over 2,000 years ago, you had a burden you could not carry. And the Bible declares there was a man named Jesus. I want to know and poll the room, is there anybody in here who know that man? That while you were stingy and angry, while you were ugly, while you was ungrateful, Isaiah 53:3 said he was despised and rejected. He was a man of suffering, and he was familiar with our pain. Can I tell you, saints of God, that sometimes your love seems crazy, because when God comes on the inside of you, he makes you love the unlovable. He makes you care for the incurable. Do I have any witnesses out there that really know that 1 John 1:10 says, though he came into the world to save us, though he made us, say it with me, we did not recognize him. Can I tell you, saints of God, you got to still be grateful. Can I get you to lean over to a neighbor and say, neighbor, don't be hateful. Tell them, be grateful. That's the wrong neighbor. You ought to jump up on your feet and go find another neighbor and say, neighbor, don't be hateful. You got to learn how to still be grateful. I'm grateful, God. Though sometimes they make me suffer, God. I'm grateful, God. Though sometimes I seem like they disgrace me. I'm grateful, even though sometimes I still have heartaches and pain. I'm grateful, though they ridicule me, though they disrespect me, though sometimes people can dishonor you, though sometimes they cause you pain. But can I tell somebody, I almost let go. I almost lost my mind. But the only thing that keeps me sane is I keep looking to the hills. I keep looking to the hills. Somebody better help me. I keep looking to the hills. From whence coming my help. Oh, my help. You ought to grab somebody by the hand and say, neighbor, the next time you feel you can't carry your heavy load, tell them I want to recommend a man. You tell him who he is. Name Jesus. He's a friend that will hold you. He is a friend that will console you. I one day took my burdens and cast them over to the Lord. I want you to know I stopped worrying about it and I gave it over to the Lord and he worked it out. Do I have any witnesses out there that say, if you hand it over to the Lord, I don't guess he will. So somebody slap your neighbor and say, I know he will. I want you to run over to three people think they can't carry the burdens anyway. I know they don't respect you. I know sometimes you cry with tears in your eyes. But you got to learn still to say thank you, Lord. Thank you for these baby kids. Thank you for this crazy husband. Thank you for this struggling wife. Thank you for this crazy job. Somebody tell him thank you. I might love some hair, but thank you for the hair I do have. Somebody tell him thank you. I may not have the big house anymore, but thank you for the one-bedroom house. Somebody ought to tell the Lord, thank you. I can't hear nobody say thank you. Thank you. Everyone standing on me. I know, listen, I know it's easy to thank God for your blessings. Thank God for your burden. Do you hear me? I was headed down to my mother's house this Friday. Woke up Friday, she was on my mind. So I was wondering if she needed anything. I said, I gotta go down and see Mama. Hey, I want you to do my carport. Clean my carport off. I was sitting there, I was adding up. I said, well, I had this, got that done. Then I got a few more other things I gotta run and do for myself. I hadn't done. God came in the car. He says, don't worry about that. Go see Mama. I said, okay. Set that to the side. Go see Mama. I was on the way down, just I could feel the tear came down my face. And I told the Lord, thank you. What y'all don't know is the reason the tear flowed so well. In 1 year, Daddy came to see me, my father, and my brother. In Houston, a vehicle came at me at 78 miles an hour and hit the car. If it wasn't just for angelic presence, it folded up my vehicle, Marshall. He reminded me. Says my dad was gone, my brother's gone. I'm with Mama got there.
Yes, Lord.
All right. And every day I wake up, I tell God, thank you. She's never burdened me. It's a privilege. Simon tells Jesus, I know it took everything you had to get it here, but I'm going to take it from here. Come on, altar workers, I feel God. Some of you have just been overwhelmed and frustrated for burdens you have been carrying. Oh, God's sitting by here on our way to heaven to tell you He cares. And thank God you care, because could you imagine if you didn't care? If you wasn't there? But God is getting ready this morning to heal your heart.
Up in the morning, poured myself some coffee, cooked the kids some breakfast. Man, my life is hectic, but the only thing that I can seem to think about is you. People always asking, what would Jesus do? I guess that everybody else is thinking about you too. All around the world, what they talking about